So hello everyone, today it's January 10th, 2022. I'm Joe. This video is mostly to see if I can get any reactions from people, mostly by them continually staring at me instead of minding their own business. So I'm kind of curious how many people I can actually capture in public of people who are just not minding their own business. So I don't know if you can tell, there's one person right here who shook her head, and apparently she disapproves of me taking pictures in public. So I do have the police scanner on, so if you hear something, it's just the scanner showing what Yamhill County Sheriff's Department is doing to help our community and our county. But the thing is someone who's like that, who's shaking their head like that, they don't know if I'm taking a picture of the architect, the architecture, anything of significant value. It just shows that if people aren't asking questions, they're just being subjective and judgmental, and that's something that shouldn't be happening in a free society where people can come together and be able to express any concerns, or at least get to know the person to see what her purpose is. But people like that, who's in that building right there, are just ignorant of the law. They don't understand things, and now she's walking away. She's walking way down there. So again, this is constitutional activity. I can take pictures in public, even people right there. And now as you can see, I don't know if you see it, but she's actually hiding, now she's moving away from the camera. It just shows that there's photography. How's it going?
Hi, copy. I was just going to let you know that the caller on that is misdemeanor suspended. Hello? From Austin Jenkins. That's fine.
That's another thing I was going to tell people. What if I have my and let's say I'm trying to adjust my camera.
I'm en route to 213 East 13th Street, Lafayette. Copy.
So again, what if I'm trying to adjust my camera to get it working right in public? How do they know I'm taking pictures? The only thing that they can tell is that I have a camera right there, or in this case my cell phone.
Wycombe 873. 873. I'll be en route to the jail with one adult female. Starting mileage 20810. Copy 1559.
So again, how do they know I'm actually taking pictures? They can only guess because I have a tripod out, so they're always
Wycombe PO62 in service.
and they'd rather not ask
PO62 copy.
and be just ignorant of themselves, and just ignorant of the laws, and ignorant of just how things work in our free society here. So another example, there's a gentleman right there who's right now looking at the outside the window. He's been looking at me at least 7 times, but he can't grasp his head around the idea of
Wycombe 873. 873. If I didn't say before, 870 is clear this call and he's in to watch.
See, there's another person right there.
844, I'm in the area.
So far, it's 3 people.
844, copy.
Minding their own business. See? The guy right there, I like him a lot. He did a peace sign. He acknowledges the fact that people can take pictures in public. He totally cool with it. At least there's someone that I have captured that has some sort of a good head on their shoulder. There's also another person right there in that truck that just can't seem to mind their business either. So that's another thing I was thinking about. I know a lot of people use YouTube a lot to look at things.
844 has made contact with someone. Do you know what number it came from? 662-5428.
I think that a lot of people, they just assume that I'm a First Amendment auditor because I'm out here just taking pictures. But that's not necessarily the case. Unfortunately, there are some auditors who have had gave the public a bad taste to where they automatically suspect that I am, but in reality I'm not. I'm just out here demonstrating peacefully to take pictures in public, to show people that this is perfectly fine, and give people opportunity to come up and talk to me and get to know me a little bit, even off camera, if they choose to. But almost all my videos that I've done, I gave people the chance to talk to me on the camera. Sometimes, depending on how I feel the person is when it comes to their vibes and how they carry themselves and how the energy directed towards me as a photographer.
Copy. I have a landline info for you. Copy. Thanks, sir. No problem. Anytime.
So I actually caught someone who's actually hiding right there behind the door frame right there. She was just eyeballing out here, just watching where I'm pointing on my camera apparently. But again, how do you know if I'm not testing out the equipment, or how do you know if I'm this unless you actually ask somebody? So there's another person right there in that maroon Ford. I find it interesting that the moment I turn the camera, they just look away. But when the camera's not on them, they're just staring and eyeballing at you. Again, there's that perceived notion that I'm just up to no good. In reality, I'm just doing this as a documentary to show how many people I can actually catch on video that seem to me like they're not minding their own business. So, as you can see, I am literally at the intersection of East Main and South Bridge Street. Another person to add is the one in the white shirt. So again, people just are so quick to being judgmental and not really understanding from, let's say, photographer's perspective of, let's say, if I'm trying to fix the tripod, or let's say if I'm trying to adjust it or whatnot, or if I'm just trying to take pictures down there at the gas station, or let's say if I'm trying to get a nice view of capturing the town of Sheridan where I lived for 30 years, how do they know? They're just so quick to being judgmental and judging people rather than asking people. I know I think I've said that at least twice, but it really, when push comes to shove, it just really seems like. Oh, one more thing that I've been noticing. When they're walking through there, they automatically walk out the other side of the pharmacy, of the Sheridan pharmacy, rather than coming back out here and coming out through the front door and possibly getting a view of the camera. But they're so quick to judge. Oh, also one more thing. Just taking pictures of a pharmacy is not a HIPAA violation. A lot of these videos I've seen of healthcare workers and police officers and all of them, all these type of insurance workers I've seen, they actually believe that HIPAA applies to everybody. But that's not so. It only applies for those who are trained in HIPAA and who are essentially licensed to do HIPAA, but it doesn't apply to public photography or the common citizen. It does apply to, and the protection is for the rights of patients, but only those who are applicable to the HIPAA laws are, again, healthcare workers and health insurance brokers, and those who are in the health insurance industry. So you can see she's walking that direction. And she is walking outside, as I suspected. And to answer your question about photography, this act I'm doing right here is just to show where they're going and things like that. If I'm staying in this position right here, it is not stalking. It's just public photography. You cannot trespass the eyes. You cannot solicit the eyes. And that's what's a benefit about a free society is the ability to, and the freedom to take pictures in public. I gotta tell you, that guy really wants to get out of there. He's fidgeting a lot. So again, I'm willing to have people come out to talk to me, especially since they see me in front of the camera. Normally, most people who, at least in my opinion, if you're a bystander and you're seeing someone in front of their camera, that means they're doing some sort of documentary or some sort of experiment or whatever they're doing, a story. They're basically doing a story. And that should indicate to people that since I'm doing a story, that they should be more willing to come up and talk to you. Like, it's more inviting compared to someone who's just behind the camera. So let's just see if this changes. I'm gonna leave the rest unedited. I'm gonna see if me standing in front of the camera, if that will change the tone of things. So right now it is 4:44 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Even after I've been editing the videos manually, it is about 4:44 right now.
Wycombe 262 clear and out of service. 262, copy.
So I do apologize if this part of the video is boring, but it's just to see what happens. So the guy that's in the camel jacket right there, even though I'm out here, right here in front, he's still, I guess I'm being judgmental as well, that he's just watching, noticing. So again, I'm hoping that me being out here in front of the camera is enough to show people that I'm doing sort of a documentary. And it could be potential historical value, it could be a social experiment, it could be anything. But again, this information I disseminate to the general public, of those who find my channel and follow me if they wish, or they can just view and see what I've been working on, things of that nature. You don't necessarily have to subscribe or like my videos. You don't necessarily have to comment, but anyone would be great. And the thing is, here's my opinion. How do they know I'm not a reporter doing a story about the pharmacy or a specific building? Or how do they know I don't work for the Sun? I'm not showing the bulletin that's down here. How do they know I'm not someone who's just exercising my first right for press and not just the freedom of speech part, where a lot of people fall under, like auditors fall under, when it comes to speech and expression, hoping to find the story to where it's more of a freedom of press kind of thing, to where you're educating the public and bringing to light certain issues that's been going on in communities, state level and federal levels. no, I'm not blocking the sidewalk here. There's at least 5 feet of walking room, and my tripod right now is taking about 3 feet of it, of the 8 feet of what you would call public right-of-way.
844 Willie on the call. 844 copy.
This will be the last customer car I fold up for the rest of the day with this experiment I've been working on. So far, almost everybody has walked out the back. I see a lot of shaking heads. Maybe a shaking head for inside there. Maybe it might be shaking head like if the cost went up of their prescription. Who knows? It may not be just me or towards me, whatever. But I do know, at least I have a suspicion that they go out the back, then it is because of me. And it is. So he did go out the back. So it looks like someone not happy about pub photography. Too bad. The First Amendment right. The kid right there. And yes, you can take pictures of kids. As long as you're not stalking them in any way, because they're out in public. There is no expectation of privacy in public. The only expectation of privacy you would have potentially would be, let's say, in a locker room or in a bathroom, a public bathroom. Possibly in a library, you have a section that you can close off to the public, like a private study, or a place that like a cubicle that's enclosed somewhere. That there is, because that is technically an expectation of privacy because they closed it off. But there is no expectation of privacy in a business where it's completely open to the public right here. So I am not breaking any laws at all. This falls under First Amendment protected activity. And it's unfortunate a lot of people don't understand that. It might be the bad taste of auditors on YouTube that gave people the bad taste, and they have that assumption that that's what I do, but that's actually not necessarily what I do. So I'll do about 2 more minutes and see what happens. The individual, the male, he's in hunter camo. He's been in for quite a while. So let me see here. What I might do is I might go in there just to buy something, essentially, and see if anything gets brought up. So who knows? All right, so it looks like things are slowing down. There's not many people in the lobby right there. There's not much traffic coming here. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and review this video, and eventually when I can, I'll go ahead and disclose it to the public. And one more thing, I don't make any money off these videos. These are not monetized. So again, the only issue that would be about pub photography is if I use it for commercial purposes. And if I use it for commercial purposes, then I would need written consent from people who I view, because they'd be actors, actresses. But that doesn't apply in this case.